my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the 5-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you for this one. And Charles, the Ravens, they've done it again. Champions of the AFC. Remember, they won Super Bowl 47 back in February of 2013, but had not won so much as a playoff game since then.
And remember, the franchise moved from Cleveland, but they started as a true fresh franchise. They didn't take the Browns with them. They became the Ravens. That was 1996. Won a Super Bowl over the Giants. Was that Super Bowl 35 in Tampa. They've won it twice overall, trying to win another one. And there's always a trademark when you think about the Ravens, right? The way they play defense, the way they run the football, how tough and hard-nosed they are as an organization. Trying to do it one more time.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
50 seconds for Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 50 seconds for Mike. Double.
Now Manziel. Cooper's got it. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Coming to you. Check three.
Bang, 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 bang. Get ready.
Here's Manziel. Trying to lay one up deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. I got you. Check 4. Check 4.
Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
57 to Mike. Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Kill.
Hey, Sam up.
Manziel being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Well, he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Get that quarterback. And on the
Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Set. Go. Go to bed. Pick it up. Hey, check Mike.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That would complete Elliott. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 51 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Tucker with the extra point. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Hey, lock it. Give me that ball, defense. Check. Hey, Delta. Go. Go.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Buddy up. 27. Check Mike. 27.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore
They keep on the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Jackson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He may try and run for this. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperate.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, Why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pick.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Check.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the run.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Uncorks one for Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 88 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make them?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
You got nothing. 57 to Mike. Hard. Check the backer. Yo, faster. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Hassan Reddick, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Hey, Alpha. Gone. We got this. Slam. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Squeeze. Undercrush.
Now back to throw. And no way to get loose that time as Manziel goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, hold on. 54. Mike, 54. It's a party now.
Now Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Back at his own 49.
Mike, 54. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Trump. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
He can run for it, and he will. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 65. 5-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker.
General West. Hey, Charlie. Yep.
Go, check him out. Check the call, check the call.
Mike 52. Get it.
2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Not here. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go, D.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Go. Hurry.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
33-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got three, fellas, we got 3.
They'll run the jet sweep of Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This is Elliott. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's going to be a long day.
They'll run with Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And fights through one man, and an alley to run. And he breaks through another tackle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Ravens push further out in front. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go. At their own 38-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down and inches. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He'll drop to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Yeah.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Go! Pittsburgh! You must be getting tired of seeing me.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Sam Cook now, standing just about on his own goal line. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.